And they're off for the Bet365 Superlative Stakes. T-Roll Group 2 over the 7 furlongs. Assertively, the red jacket with those cheek pieces on is the first one to stride on. Leads by a length over line of force in the green and white colours. Over toward the far side, the blue and white stripes for Seagulls 11. Tucking in behind then is Ancient Truth and the Royal Blue. On the outside of him is Columnist, who's now moving up, now to grab second place. The back market is Wimbledon Hawkeye as they continue up now towards the final half a mile. It's Assertively under Clifford Lee, who showed by a length to near-sided Columnist. Between them there is Line of Force. In amongst them is Ancient Truth. Toward the right-hand side, Seagulls 11 and then Wimbledon Hawkeye. The field begins to cluster up as they head inside the final three. Assertively by just about a neck now to Line of Force and Seagulls 11. Columnist appearing to go well towards the near side, and then came Ancient Truth and Wimbledon Hawkeye. They're racing now down inside the final quarter of a mile, and 5 of them in a line. Columnist now ridden for more. Assertively's been headed by him. Here though comes Ancient Truth to the outside in the blue, and it's now Ancient Truth who's moved into the lead. Goes on from the running on Seagulls 11, then Columnist and Wimbledon Hawkeye. They're inside the final furlong. It's Ancient Truth who's out in front, and just like his sire Dubawi, Ancient Truth has won the Superlative. From home in second, Seagulls 11, then Wimbledon Hawkeye and Columnist.
Ancient Truth has just given Charlie Appleby a 5th win in the Superlative Stakes. Charlie, I know you struggled a little bit with the throat, so I won't pressure you too much, but just give us your assessment of what you've just seen to make it 3 out of 3.
Yeah, delighted. I mean, he's still learning and learning plenty. It was a race that we couldn't never see a natural pace in the race. And I did say to William before, I said, look, maybe we might just go out there and make our own running, ride him like a good horse and we'll just see where we are. But William's made the right decision in trying to get some cover on him. There's a bit of pace there, but when the lead horse went there, he put the handbrake on, and therefore it's always hard for any horse out there when that pace isn't as genuine as you'd like it to be to pick up here. And so I could see what William was doing. He was having to take him back to come round. So full credit to the horse. I think there's some improvement still to come, and he appreciated the ground. And he's definitely going the right way.
You said to me earlier that he might have underwhelmed a little bit on start 2, but he'd been working really well ahead of this. Is what you've seen today more in keeping with that then?
Most definitely. To be fair to the team at home, they've done a great job. Shane Featherstone rides him. He rides it. He's renowned for riding a few of our nicer horses now. So I always respect what he says. And
yep.
He came into the first run and he said he wasn't quite happy with him, but we ran him. He won. Second run, he said he still wasn't happy with him. He went and won, and then this morning he said, I'm delighted with him. I said, well, I'm a bit nervous now. But anyway, the horse has gone and done what he's done. So he's a horse that I feel that the mile will probably be his maximum.
Okay.
He'd be a horse that would definitely work back from McGuinness.
And with that in mind, you've won this with some very good horses who went on to the Irish race, the National Stakes. Is that something this fella could do?
I just spoke to William about it there briefly, and we'll obviously most importantly let the horse settle down, and we'll make the decision afterwards as a collectively, as a group. But I feel it's a race that it's a trodden path, as I say. We've done it before, and one thing I did feel, and to be fair, like I say, the team at home, they were happy with, and Shane said he's happy with a bit of cut in the ground.
Okay.
He hung a little bit there on his first 2 starts, on quick ground at the Rolling Mile and quick ground here when Daniel Muscat kindly came and rode him for us. And he rode him a bit of work there and came in and sat on him and I was keen to make sure, hopefully, we could maintain the unbeaten performance coming into today, and he lugged that day on here at the July course, and he just said I think the ground was probably quick enough, and on easier ground he's a more comfortable horse.
And last question, how high in the pecking order all year of the 2-year-olds has this horse been?
He's up there. If I was to stand here and say all of a sudden he's turned up in the last 6 weeks, well, I'll be telling you all fibs, but he's there, and I'd have been disappointed if the horse got beat today.
Charlie, well done.
Thank you very much.
That's 4 wins. That's 4 wins now, the Superlative Stakes for William Buick after Quorto, Master of the Seas and Native Trail, and I guess Ancient Truth is, at this stage, right amongst them, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a lovely race, come from a novice or a maiden, and he's obviously won twice into this, so he had a bit of experience, yeah. And it's a race where you find out a good bit, and it's always produces a good horse, and Charlie's obviously use it to great effect with his previous winners of this race.
How much was that an education all the way through for him as well still?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah,
It went slow in a pocket, and I thought, well, we'll just get the basics right, and then hopefully he's as good as we hope he is, and he was. He had to come out of there, come back, to come around, and he put himself in contention very quickly, very easily, and I think when he got to the front, he just did enough. So from my perspective, it was a very pleasing performance, and I think he did everything you could ask for.
Charlie suggested that a mile would be his limit. Is that's the feel he's given you?
It is, yeah, it is. He's pretty sharp, and this year I don't think he'll go beyond 7 furlongs, and into next year, mile would be plenty of options for him.
And if he is to go down the National Stakes route, like a Quorto, sadly we didn't get to see the best of him long term, Native Trail as well, is he in that same bracket right now as what they were effectively after their Superlative?
I think he is, yeah. I mean they've all had different profiles, and they're all slightly different horses. Some of them very similar pedigrees in that they're by Dubawi, but he's not dissimilar to any of them really, and they've all used this race as a springboard to better things, and they've all improved out of it. So I would expect this fella to have some improvement left in him.
Will, 3 on the day, well done.
Thank you very much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.